Hey folks, how's everyone doing? Just wanted to do a little video today about trying to figure out what to play over, say, a backing track. You pull something up, you want to jam over it, you don't really know what you should play, what's going to work, what's not going to work. So I'm just going to take you on sort of what I would do, how I would approach a backing track, and deciding what notes, what scales, and so on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a backing track at random. I've never heard this before. I'm just literally going to Google backing tracks and I'll grab the first one that I see and see what I can come up with, and then maybe tell you how I went about deciding on what I would play over it. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, so I Googled backing track and the first thing that comes up is one called the Chill Soulful Groove Guitar Backing Track Jam in B. And B for me is not my favorite key, but it's the first one that came up and that's the one I'm gonna try. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play it for a little bit and kind of get a feel for what it is. It is an elevated one of the elevated jam tracks, and I'm not looking at the I know it's in B, but I'm not looking at the chords. I don't want to look at the chords. I just want to hear and see if it's going to give me a major or minor tonality, and then that'll kind of give me a heads up where to go. So let me just play this for a little bit. Okay, so it's definitely got a major tonality to it. So here's my B major scale is right here. So that obviously works. Then I've got this same scale down here. Okay. So looks like I can get away with just playing strictly B major, and I don't hear any crazy changes. Right? It's got a heavy part. Okay. So then from there, really what I'm doing is I'm listening to the changes that are happening. And that's really all I'm doing, I'm listening. And it took a long time to start listening because I would just play and play and play, not listen to the backing track. But that's really what it is. And let your ear guide you. So just gonna, I don't know, start, maybe this note. And then if you kind of get real familiar and you know your positions, your ear guides you so you know what things are going to sound like before you play them. And all I'm playing is one scale. I'm just playing B major. That's all I'm playing, but I know it in all the positions. So it goes back to what I was saying earlier. If you know all the positions, let your ear be your guide. The other thing too is root notes. You know, you gotta know where to start and end your phrases. And again, I mean, I'm not using anything but my ear to sort of point me in that direction. So I mean, like I'll just pick a note. I'll start on B. Here's a B here. No. So anyway, I don't want to go too much longer. I don't really know, you know, apart from that, just really listening to what you're playing over. Decide if it's a major or minor tonality. You can do a hell of a lot with just the one scale, which is all I'm really playing is the one scale. I'm just playing B major. I'm not even looking at the chord tones, the chord changes. I mean, much better players will actually play along with all the changes, know where all the root notes and everything else. I'm completely self-taught. All I know is, you know, where the notes are on the scale for B major, but I can't switch scales with every chord. That's jazz. That's way above my head. But just trying to show you that if you listen and you just stick with you know, one scale, you can actually do a fair bit, you know, and then there's techniques like bending and sliding and vibrato and double stops and all that kind of stuff. But if you incorporate all that, you can get some pretty good mileage out of just being able to play that one scale. Okay, so I don't know if we call this a lesson or not a lesson. I think this is just sort of my approach into how I pick a solo. I did hit some bum notes there. Like I said I would, because this is a key of B and it's not exactly an easy key for me, but I did the best I could. Hopefully you got something out of this. Anyways, cheers and have a great day.